all the things you get in the spa, creams. I'm guilty of making a cellulite cream a couple decades ago. I made a cellulite cream, called it, what did I call it? I forgot what I called it, thigh cream or something like that. That was back in the day. Some of you may remember in the early 90s, everybody was making aminophylline creams for cellulite. Aminophylline is like caffeine. Aminophylline is an asthma medicine, and for a couple of years anyway, in the early 1990s, aminophylline and theophylline creams were all the rage for cellulite. Why? Because theophylline and aminophylline, which are similar to caffeine, help the body burn through energy. Their caffeine helps cells burn through energy. The logic being that the more a cell utilized energy, burnt through energy, the more it would burn fat and you'd lose cellulite. This is nonsense. Cellulite is a connective tissue disease. It's not a disease, but it's a manifestation of a connective tissue breakdown, like wrinkles are, like osteoporosis is for that matter. This is why we want to understand how the body is made up. This is one of the benefits of understanding the divisions of the components, the various components of the body. When we understand the components of the body, it will make us more powerful when it comes to healing. The body is made up of 4 components. It looks like when you have a health issue that oh my God, what the heck is going on? We got all this confusion about various enzymes and molecules and cells and how everything's interacting. If you go to the medical library, and I go every month or so, I'll go pay a visit to the medical library here in Denver. We have a wonderful medical library. And if you don't love chemistry and you don't love biology and you don't love physiology and pharmacy and medicine and health and healing, it's very easy to be overwhelmed by the medical library because we know so much about the minutia of the body. But you don't need to know so much about the minutia of the body just to have a healthy body, just to reverse the degenerative process. Basically, you only need to know that there's 4 components to the body, 4 parts to the body. The body's a 4-part construction. And by understanding the nature of the 4-part construction of the body, we can become so much more powerful when it comes to health and healing. Tomorrow we'll continue talking about connective tissue building as it regards cellulite and as it regards protein and peptides, and why protein is so darn important, and we'll talk about the distinction between these various components of the body so that we can become much more powerful when it comes to health and wellness and healing. We will do that tomorrow as we continue talking about protein and peptides and building on the bright side. Time to hit our phones. 855-660-4261 is our number. Bill in Oklahoma, welcome to the bright side. Good morning. What's up?
Hey, good morning, Ben.
What's going on, my man?
You know, 2 things. I'm just listening to, that Own the Disease deal, and if I could share that with you. My dad had Parkinson's disease, and he was, I think, about 65 when he began to realize the symptoms of it, and about 2 years into it, he came to visit me. He was in Florida, I'm in Oklahoma, and he came to visit, and I was a new Christian, and my wife said, instead of preaching at your dad until he, gets mad and goes home, said, let's just pray for him. And we did that. And one morning I got up and went out to his RV where he's staying, and he's really, I could tell he's feeling good, and at this time he was needing help getting up off the low chairs and that, and anyway, he said, "You notice anything different about me?" And I said, "Yeah, Dad, it seems like you're really feeling good." He says, "You bet I am." And he says,
"Wow."
I got down and prayed last night and asked the Lord in my heart, and He's healed me. And he said, "Look here," and he just up and down off the little low sofas like he's doing squat thrust. And
that's awesome.
Praise the Lord.
That's awesome.
And he put up gutters on my house, in the back of my house that day. And,
are you serious? And he had Parkinson's the day before?
Yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, and he was just praising the Lord Thursday and Friday and Saturday. We went to the lumber yard, and there was an old gentleman there that was writing out the ticket, and he'd write a little bit, and they laid his pen down and rub his hands, and Dad said, "You got some arthritis there?" And the guy says, "Yeah," and Dad said, "Well, that's nothing. I've got this." And he went through his list,
That's awesome,
including
man.
Parkinson. including Parkinson's disease. And my heart sank, and we left, and I said, Dad, you remember the Lord healed you? He said, oh, son, you don't understand. There's no getting over this Parkinson's disease, and he owned the disease until he died with it,
Is that right?
So that's
but for one day he was recovered, right?
2 days.
All things.
2 days.
2 days. All things are possible for the person that believes, right? All things are possible. All.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
awesome. That's a great story.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing, Bill. What's going on? How can we help you today?
Okay. My wife, she's really stressed out. She's got an appointment Wednesday to begin this oral surgery for 3 implants. And I went through it, and there's really, but she's thinking about...
What kind of implants? What kind of dental implants?
Yes, dental implants. Yeah, the post, and then they put the crown over the post.
Right.
It's a pretty long, drawn-out procedure, but anyway,
she's got some missing teeth. She's got some missing... Okay.
Yes.
You want some ideas? You want some ideas for helping heal?
Yeah, right. Right now, we're doing, so many of the things like the bone soup. Ben, we just love it.
Praise God. That's awesome. I love that. Thank you for sharing that.
Constant part of our diet. In fact, I've got the bone part of it ready to make the soup today.
Nice. That's awesome.
Our diet.
That's great healing food. That's great healing food.
Yes. In fact, our granddaughter, our daughter-in-law is Chinese. From China, and her parents and that.
Bill, I need you to hang tight because we got to take a break, and then when we come back, I need a question because we got a bunch of folks on the line. Hang tight, Bill. Thanks for sharing that too. I appreciate that. That's that's a great story. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to the Brightside. We'll get to your phone calls when we come back, so hang tight, and we'll finish up with Bill in Oklahoma. 855-660-4261 is our number. We're coming back at you with more good health information right after this. Don't go away.
My name is Kay Swirling, and I am in the early part of my 10th decade. I want to discuss the issue of pharmaceuticals versus minerals and vitamin supplements. I remember a discussion between my mother and me. It was at that time that canned vegetables and fruits were introduced into the U.S. market. It was some time before my mother and others felt comfortable with food in cans. That was also the time when drugstores offered for sale cough syrup and aspirins and not much else. Let's fast forward to this decade, the here and now. Simple drugstores are large corporations with the message that they are the ones who have the power to cure human ills. Meanwhile, the battle continues with minerals and vitamins being the answer to human ills. Who will win the battle? I believe and hope it will be the belief in the power of vitamins and minerals over that of the toxic chemicals in prescription drugs. What do you think?
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
Improve the curb appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. It really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Genstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Genstone
at 855-955-STONE. Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
In the U.S., 1 in every 50 homes will have a break-in this year. Burglars call it smash and grab. Police call it robbery. We call it avoidable. We are Fake TV, a simple electronic device that can fool even professional burglars. Fake TV easily plugs into any outlet and simulates the changing colors of a television. To a burglar, it looks like someone must be home watching TV, so they'll likely move on to an easier target. At only $29.95, Fake TV costs less than a month of most alarm monitoring plans and comes with free shipping. Order your Fake TV by calling 877-5-FAKE-TV or go to faketv.com. That's 877-532-5388 or faketv.com. Fake TV, the burglar deterrent.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit GoBerkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products. Most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey guy.
We are America's largest independently owned communications network, GCN.
All right, we're back on the bright side. Bill in Oklahoma. Continue, my friend. What's going on?
Okay. She started on these high-powered antibiotics, Moxie, /K Clave, 500, 125 tabs, and methyl pred, 4 milligram pack. And so this is eating up all her probiotic type stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Well, the antibiotics are killing the probiotics. She does need, they're giving her 2 drugs. They're giving her the antibiotics and they're giving her the steroid drugs to keep the inflammation down. And they're going to, the prednisolone dose pack, I think you said it was a dose pack. That's got a built-in reduction in dosage, so it'll wean her off. It'll wean her off automatically, which is a good thing. A lot of folks stay on prednisone and steroids for a long time, and you never want to do that. So it's a good thing that they got her weaning off of the prednisone. But you're absolutely correct that she's going to have a problem with her gut from the probiotics, probably from the steroids too. So not while she's taking the antibiotics, but in between, or maybe at night, you want her to make sure she's using fermented food and probiotics, both of those. And then when she gets off of her medication, you want to really pounding the probiotics. And there's also a couple of other things that you're going to want to do. And when I say pounding the probiotics, I mean the Biolumin Nightly Essence. I'd be taking 4 or 5 of those a day, plus fermented food. She should be subsisting on kefir and miso and tempeh and sauerkraut and fermented beets, whatever you can do that's fermented. And then also there's a lot of wonderful nutrients that will accelerate the healing process. Have her stay. I'm sure she's on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. She may want to double her dose. She may also want to throw in some extra vitamin C. Go to the off the internet or the health food store, get yourself some vitamin C powder, and start sipping on the have her start sipping on the vitamin C powder in addition to the Beyond Tangy Tangerine and the Mighty 90. The essential fatty acids and the OsteoFX will go a long way to speed up the healing process. Make sure she's getting enough protein. I'd be using whey protein and egg protein. Very, very important for rebuilding. And then there's a couple other ancillary nutrients that can help. You'll have to get those at the health food store. Vitamin E, for example, 400 international units a day, very important for healing. And also zinc, very important for healing. 50 milligrams a day of zinc picolinate a day, zinc picolinate, and then along with her zinc, take vitamin A, 20,000 international units a day. Do all that with food because you need to have a little digestive juices to absorb all of that. And then if there's anything else that's super duper important, selenium, the OPC selenium, I'd be using some of that as well. And you'll get that off the longevity. You can get that off BrightsideBen.com or by calling the Brightside Ben phone team. Good luck with that, and thanks for sharing that story, Bill. That was awesome. Appreciate it. God bless. Have a beautiful day. Okay, let's see. Shola in Georgia, you've been hanging on forever here, man. Appreciate your call. What's going on? Shola.
Good morning. Good morning.
How you doing, Shola?
I'm doing wonderful, thank you.
How can we help you today, ma'am?
Yes, I was calling because I wanted to know if the nutrients will interfere with the med that my mom is on right now.
If the nutrients will interfere with the meds?
Yes.
Okay, that's a great question. I get that question all the time. Doctors will tell you they do, and I'm going to tell you they don't. I'm going to tell you that nutrients will help the medicines work better, and number one, and nutrients will reduce the likelihood of side effects and toxicity from the medicine. So even though this runs exactly 180 degrees opposite from what the doctors will tell you,